It's not often that you see a Sacramento Kings team make a late season edition with 3 games left in the season, but here we are. In 2025, the Kings have done that. They have signed guard, familiar face, Terrence Davis to a deal. Sources tell ESPN Davis, who played parts of the 3 years in Sacramento from 2021 to 2023, averaged 14 points on 40% three-point shooting for the NBA G League's Wisconsin team this season. This pickup, obviously, it's great to pick up a familiar face who has had previous success in his tenure. TNT, should I say. Welcome back. Welcome back to the family. It's good to have you back in Sacramento. But really, what does this mean? Like, why was this pickup, this late addition for the team? Why was Terrence Davis signed? I think Malik Monk may miss some time due to that calf injury. So I think the Kings were obviously a man down and they had to get somebody signed for that purposes. And I'm hoping Malik Monk is back at some point this season, hopefully in the play-in. But calf injuries are no joke. Clearly, they are not no joke. And it's good to have TD back on the roster. I mean, me personally, I thought TD should have never been let go of to begin with. I'm not sure why he wasn't re-signed. I thought he provided a spark off the bench. And especially that Beam team year. He was a stud that year off the bench for the Kings. I mean, that TNT game against the Brooklyn Nets, which I attended, was probably my favorite Terrence Davis moment of the season that season for TD. Probably ever. TD's had some great moments. He's also had some not so great moments as well. Just quick off my head, guarding Stephen Curry in Game 7 and taking all of Davion Mitchell's minutes in Game 6 and Game 7. I wasn't a fan of that, but it was a mistake. But TD did provide that spark. Seriously, that year, he was full of spark off the bench that year. But this was I don't want to say a desperate move because the Kings obviously needed somebody to possibly replace Monk's minutes. I mean, we'll see how TD does, and we'll see if he gets some minutes. I'm sure that he probably will because he can provide and spread the floor and provide that shooting spark. And I'm happy for TD. Gets another chance in the league. He ruptured his Achilles last year in the G League, so he's well recovered from that. As you guys can clearly see that he was averaging a little over 14 points a game and shooting 40% from beyond the arc for the Wisconsin G League team. And he's got a perfect opportunity to kind of have a brief stint these final 3 games in Sacramento and for the Kings. I think it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win signing, man. TD has a chance to, boost his resume and give himself a shot that he could still play in the NBA. And it gives the Kings another chance to kind of just have that spark off the bench that can provide instant shooting and get instant buckets. So we shall see, man. I mean, obviously, it's Mike Brown's no longer around, and Doug Christie is the coach. So if anything, Doug Christie is familiar with his game, and he will probably put TD on the court at some point these final 3 games and give him some reps. Give him some reps. So with that being said, excited to have TD back, even if it's for a brief stint, should I say. Welcome back, TD. Looking forward to seeing you get buckets. And let's continue to get some wins. What a crazy day. I mean, Denver Nuggets news come out this morning that they fired Mike Malone and their GM Calvin Booth. Pretty insane news, knowing that you're about to start a playoff run in your final 3 games of the regular season. Never did I ever see this type of season where the coaches like Mike Malone, Taylor Jenkins recently get fired before the playoffs start. But it is what it is, man. I mean, the Kings got destroyed and shitted on for firing Mike Brown way back in December. Same critiques and same people, same analysts are destroying the Memphis Grizzlies for firing their coach. And now the Denver Nuggets are firing Mike Malone. We shall see. It's going to be an interesting time moving forward in the summer. I think there's no mistake in my mind that there's there's no thought in my mind that these guys will probably get jobs elsewhere pretty soon. Probably won't be with the Kings. We already know how that tenure and stint went with Mike Malone being here in Sacramento. And yeah, I'll just leave it as that. But time does heal wounds. So we shall see how that happens, or how that goes. But Mike Malone is out of Denver, and I'm pretty sure he will be picked up at some point this summer to another team. So with that being said, looking forward to tomorrow's game. We shall see how the Kings play against this Denver Nuggets team without Mike Malone. Looking forward to seeing Rick Adelman's son, Dave Adelman, coaching and taking over the interim job for the Denver Nuggets. Of course, it has to be against us, but I'm sure our boys will be ready. I'm sure Levine and DeRozan will be ready to cook and get buckets. I'm excited for tomorrow's game. I will catch you guys in the next video.